Happy New Year, everyone. So today's topic is to do with SwiftUI OCR. So if your SwiftUI OCR app doesn't cache or hash images or persist scans, it's not a production ready app, it's more like a demo. Most tutorials work this way, as a demo, and then it breaks in a real app. Here's how I built a real OCR app in SwiftUI. As you can see, the user, they can select their image that they want to extract. And then the information, including the image, is stored in SwiftData. And it also shows the confidence on the detail screen. So this is the app feature that we'll be looking at today. We will now implement one of our first screens. This is the OCR screen. As you can see, it contains a list, and within the list contains each of the scanned images. And if the user clicks on the disclosure, then it navigates to the details view. At the moment, this design is not production ready in any way. For example, on lines 38, there's no else branch. That means unsupported formats could fall silently. In production model, we would show a user interface that shows the actual errors. And then also, after line 55, we never present any error messages. In production, you add an alert binding so the OCR failures do not silently disappear. So now I'll show you the production example that includes most of the fixes. So here is the production version. The next view we would create is the OCR row view that displays the actual rows and the image with the description of each of the images that we're extracting. So on lines 20, we show the scanned image next to the extracted text that I mentioned earlier. This decodes the full image data for every row with a lot of scans. List scrolling can stutter. So obviously this is not production ready. So I will next show you the one that's production ready. So we're in the production version. As you can see, now we're rendering the thumbnail and not the actual image, and that will speed up the performance within the application. So the next view we need to implement is the OCR details view, and the details view shows the actual information that was fully extracted and retrieved from SwiftData as well. As you can see, the details screen is simple. It just includes image, text, and confidence. As you can see here, within the preview. In production, you might also show language detection that will include allowing reprocessing, copy, share actions, or a rerun of OCR. The next file we need to create is our image picker button that will enable the user to click on the button and select the image from the phone's camera. On lines 23, we're using the photo libraries picker for simplicity, but there's a better way of doing this. This is not production ready at the moment. For an OCR scanner app, you usually use VisionKit document camera for better props, perspective corrections, and multi-page scanning, and we will implement that in the production version. So here's the production version of the image picker button. This view is intentionally small and reusable, so it makes it easier to test. It doesn't know anything about OCR. It just picks an image. Instead of owning logic, this view communicates via closures, as you can see on lines 21, 22. That keeps it reusable and testable. On lines 28, we explicitly guard against disable state, so the user can't spam the button while the OCR is running. Because sometimes if you don't do this, the user can keep on clicking the button repeatedly. On line 33, disabling the button is a UX signal as well as a safety net. Lines 35 to 36. This uses the UI image picker controller for simplicity. In a real scanner app, you'll likely swap this for VisionKit's document camera, but the rest of the pipeline wouldn't need to change. On line 42, we always dismiss the sheet before passing data back, that avoids UI race conditions, and stop presentations. And for the cancel section, it's treated as a first-class path, not something we silently ignore. So the next file that is needed is our image picker, the UI view controller, representable. It looks okay, as you can see, but really it's not. It's not production ready. There's no cancel callback, no source type set, and no permissions messaging. Production handles cancellation and UX edges explicitly, but it doesn't happen here though. So let's see if we can solve that right now. Here's the production ready image picker. As you can see on lines 12 to, lines 13 to 14, this wrapper bridges UIKit into SwiftUI. SwiftUI doesn't have a native photo picker with full control yet, so we adapt the UI image picker controller. And also with the make UI view controller, that is called once when the sheet appears, and the sheet would be your photo view to select the picker, to select your image and also for the source type that is assigned to photo library. But in production, you might change it to camera. All you have to do is just type in .camera instead of photo library, or make it configurable another way. Oh. Did it come in there, did it? Yeah, it did only for a little bit. I'm still doing it that way anyway. I didn't know it was yeah, I'll be finished in like 3 minutes anyway. Just have to pause it each time. Yeah, you can just leave it in there if you want. I'm just going to continue now anyway. Yeah, okay. That one done. Yeah, I think that one's done. Because I don't think. Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah. You want to eat around the table, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna we're gonna save it. I'm gonna say one more thing. Yeah, that's that. Yeah. I don't know what he's saying. I know, it's just that I'm tired. No, I don't know what he's saying, you know. Probably said it maybe about 5 times in all of my videos. Because I'm tired. You know. If this topic is where you keep getting stuck in SwiftUI, that's exactly what I help people with in one-to-one mentoring. There's a free Clarity Call link in the description.